Hey there, pod racing fans. Welcome to another match of the 25th anniversary tournament, double elimination. This is the lower bracket. I believe this is our winners' quarters. Is that correct?
Yeah, winners' quarters.
Cool. Yeah, so this is the lower winners' quarters. This is xAdypt versus RamOfPluto. And our first race is, of course, Bumpy on Bumpy's Breakers. Apparently, this does not count toward RamOfPluto's infamous bounty that he placed on anyone forcing Bumpy on Bumpy's Breakers. If players agree, like they did in the Knock versus Bell match, it does not count. So you have to use your force point. I'm joined by Draco, of course, today. And we hope everyone's ready for some exciting pod racing.
Yep.
Interesting fact about RamOfPluto is he's using a MIDI keyboard as his input. So he's actually using like a piano to play the game, which is I think brings a new meaning to keyboard player.
Yeah, or the term keyboard warrior.
All right, I think this should be our official start here. And a perfect sync to start off race one. Bumpy, Arc Bumpy Roos on Bumpy's Breakers. Let's go.
Yeah. Bumpy is such a terrible pod for his own track because he has pretty much the worst handling in the game, and this track is super windy.
Yeah, immediately we see a lot of snaking curves here to start off the track. And RamOfPluto getting too much into one of them. So that's the first death of the match there. Let us know if all the audio is good. And a second death from RamOfPluto. Ooh, yeah. Really struggling with Bumpy's turning there.
Yeah. It's even worse at low frame rates.
Looks like xAdypt is having an okay time, except for this engine fire into the shortcut. He's abandoning it and going the long way. But he manages to stay in control there.
Yeah. Really hard to do. I thought he was going to crash.
Yeah. Oh, wait. He accidentally paused.
Ready to look back.
Here's
Ram misses it, takes the long way.
There's another death from xAdypt. These guys are racking up the crash count. Oh, RamOfPluto got a little confused there. And that's going to close out lap one for xAdypt. Here comes that tight hairpin for RamOfPluto. He makes it.
Yeah. I also love how Bumpy is considered is listed in the lore as a complete idiot. He feared Anakin Skywalker has his number, tried to tamper with Anakin's pawn, instead tampered with Ben, which is why he blew up in the movie.
Yeah, if you read the, I believe it's the Dark Horse comics, the pod racing tales. That's where that all comes from. It's like Bumpy is like hired as a saboteur by, I think, yeah, it's one. I think it's someone who works with Java. All right, here's that tight hair shortcut.
Nails it this time.
Yeah, looks a lot better.
This guy loves the sound of Bumpy too. He just sounds so poopy in this game.
Yeah, I think the voice actors had a lot of fun voicing these aliens and all their screams of pain. Oh, how did he not die there? Okay, taking the medium route. Oh,
Oh, oh no!
all right, Adept already into his third lap. He has a tremendous lead. Ram just now coming around the final turn of lap 2. Ooh, didn't quite, and gets a really bad respawn there. He's gonna go not nearly all of the long way. Here comes that tight hairpin, and that's the cleanest one I think he's taken.
Yeah. Really hard to do with Bumpy when he turns so wide. It's stiff as a truck, or even stiffer than a truck.
Yeah, he's got these giant bulbous engines with like several modules attached to them.
Funny thing is
And
that if you watch, it's 524.93. The funny thing is that the center module that this looks like this black void, that's actually see-through in the movie.
yeah, it's supposed to be like a hollow section of his engine, but yeah, I guess they didn't have enough polygons to do it justice in the game. Oh!
No! Oh no!
That tube was not letting him get anywhere. Final hairpin for Ram. Oh, a lot of speed. Survives. Yeah, he's looking very loose in the traction.
Yeah. And Bumpy has the worst traction in the game, tied with Elon Mac, RamOfPluto, and Bull's Roar.
Losing it out with the saddest Oipa Nagoya in the game.
It's funny. There's
Yeah. All right. That's the first point going to Adept. On that bumpy on bumpies. Here come our permabans.
the Derby from Ram. By Gateway Band from xAdypt. Vengeance Band from Ram. Abyss banned from xAdypt.
So we got Grabvine and Abyss from Adept and Doug Derby and Vengeance from Ram. Apparently these guys have also gentlemen's no skips during this whole match. So we will not see skips.
Gasgano banned from Ram.
Adept hovering a Brew Coast ban here. Is he already going to use a force point? Okay, there we go.
It's the 10th ban from Brew Coast. Death Row's Revenge.
Adept qualified second out of the losers, or sorry, the lower bracket, which was 15th, or sorry, 10th. Let me say that all again. Adept qualified 10th, which is second in losers and lower bracket, and Ram qualified 15th. Yeah, I think Ram is like 7th out of lower.
I think he's 7th because I know Lilac, Magius, and Shorty qualified lower than Ram.
So yeah, a little bit of a gap between these guys with Adept, yeah, being one of the only second to Page in the lower bracket qualifications. All right, looks like, yeah, Death Row's Revenge is going to be our track 2. I don't see times from either of these guys in tournaments so far. So I think this is a tourney or a tourney career first for both of them.
Pretty sure, no doubt about it.
Hopefully we still have Ram's audio here.
Ram said his game crashed. I love how the intros to this game starts with destroyed with the pod racers destroying the LucasArts symbol. It was also carried over into its sequel game, Racer Revenge. All the pod racing themed games by LucasArts just had them destroy it. With the pit droids then coming in to salvage it.
Countdown has fired off, so hopefully our players are aware of that. And hopefully that wasn't the real run for Ram. Okay. I think
Was he
I don't know
quitting?
what's going on. We're seeing a hell of a lot of menuing from Adept.
I know.
Yeah,
Not so sure.
I'm wondering when the official run's gonna start.
Same here. I have no idea.
Maybe it's this one, because Adept would be like 20 seconds late there. We'll know if they. Oh my
Whoa!
goodness! I think that's like the last pixel you can even hit that that landing strip.
For real.
Okay, maybe I'll attempt to sync this one. I think this is the official.
This looks official. We're both just going full throttle now.
All right, that is a sync pause. As we get a better gauge on who is in the lead here. Yeah, a dip not quite getting, not quite skipping over that middle ramp there.
I always like it when you finish your pairing with Ben that he sounds like a chicken. And nope, no out of bounds finish from Adept. At 2:11.
Out of bounds. I was kind of worried there, but you got it.
So we have it 2 up, 1.
All right, yeah, that is a second point to Adept. Yeah, apparently Adept just was not aware of the countdown there. He had to close Discord to look up tracks and stuff. But yeah, if he does it again, we'll have to get a little more strict.
Gonna scan up for a man from Ram. Adept banning Sunken City. We're going to Spice Mine Run.
I think this is Adept's first time with the whole bottle system.
Yeah, he had to wait for a few other brackets to conclude before being able to race.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So we had Gezgano Temp Band, Sunken City Temp Band, and Spice Mine Run as our track 3. Looks like both our racers have revealed they are racing as Ben. Although I don't see a lot of menuing happening.
Yeah.
There we go. I think that was just the delay.
Hopefully now they know the cutscene trick for the dozer on lap 3.
True. Yeah, we'll see if either of them employ that.
Because if you don't, dozer's in a very precarious position on lap 3 at a good pace, and it has decided several matches in the past.
All right.
In the start. Uh-oh. Here we go.
No cutscene.
I'm not sure about Ram's position on it, but I know xAdypt, considering the pace he goes at, he'll be in certainly a precarious position on lap 3.
I'm hoping Ram can get a pick off of xAdypt here, but I'm not sure if these like vanilla picks are going to do it. Yeah, both boosting on the fast terrain. Ram actually using it though. Gotta avoid that guy. Yeah, there we go.
Flying cart. Corkscrew cage into the market.
Yeah, here you want to stay to the right of that center line. Keep it nice and tight. Oh!
Uh-oh!
Yeah, Ram not quite setting up for that turn there. So I think that's going to be your first crash. Yeah, xAdypt really likes to boost on that uphill. It's like he's deliberately
not a good thing.
He's deliberately boosting on that fast terrain. We see Ram actually using it, but he seems to be underheating. Like, look at his boost here. Yeah, he was
Yep.
definitely underheating there.
Heat management is so tricky on this track.
Yeah, there's not a lot of difficulty in like the turns. And I think maybe the where you saw Ram die last time might have been one of the worst sections of this. Also deep in the mines here. Yeah, there he goes. Another crash. This almost the same spot. Lap 2.
Comes the dozer for lap 3.
He squeezes by. Whoa!
I don't get this boosting on the fast terrain.
I think he's just doing it to annoy you.
I try to cool down on it and then boost while I still have the spike from the fast terrain.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the strategy. Yeah, we see Ram on very low heat there. Or yeah. It's not boosting nearly enough. But I think it is helping him play a little safer though. Seems like he's not cruel.
That was close.
He's not crashing as much.
A dip coming in with a 348.461.
And final stretch for or Ram, excuse me.
413.062.
All right, there we go. That is 0.3 to Adept. This is a best of 9 match, so first to 5 wins. Again, these guys have had sort of a gentleman's agreement over the whole match that they will not do any skips.
Yes,
So it's gonna be
Ban from Ram again, Inferno Ban coming from Adept.
just going to be a lot of Ben on a track. Oh,
Doing track favorite Peru Coast.
As I say that, the plan changes. This is kind of like a different way to achieve the Nacho gambit.
No, but his Gambit's most infamous on Gravine Gateway and Fire Mountain Rally, though.
Yeah. He likes playing Neva on FMR.
And Neva Keys Pod Racer, as you can see, the most unique pod racer in the game because he has no binders and typical of a chariot. Instead, he's in the front. And if you do engine view instead of it being an engine view, it's a pilot view that we like to call rat cam for fun.
Yeah, I hope we get a little bit of rat cam here in the warm-ups. This is a good pick from... Oh! This is a good pick from Ram, because it seems like Adept is too comfortable with Ben on the tracks. So, kind of need to shake it up.
And Nia Key has the highest acceleration and traction in the game. He takes off like a little rocket. Oftentimes it's super hard to control because of that.
Yeah, especially in Cheeseland, it's going to be really. Oh, actually, there is no Cheeseland on this track.
No Cheeseland here.
But yeah, on other Barunda courses, yeah, I think Cheeseland is really tough for Neva because he has to almost brake and then speed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost a deathless warm-up lap for Ram. He definitely has prepared this pick.
How did a div survive that?
Yeah, remember, Ram is on a MIDI keyboard, a literal piano. The maestro at work here. All right, this should be getting to the official start. I think that was it of race 4. Brew Coast as Neva Key.
Oh. And Neva Key also has one of the worst cooling ratios of the game. He still heats up, then he cools down, even heats up faster, he cools down, even fully upgraded.
xAdypt smashing through those shortcuts. Ram! Ooh, barely. Oh, a death from Adept. But he still had quite the lead there. But I think that's going to even things out for just a second. But he rockets back off with way more boosting than Ram.
And Neva Key doesn't lose. Wah!
Another death. See, if it keeps like this, Ram just playing it safe and Adept boosting into the walls. I think Ram's going to close out.
They're tied pretty much.
Wow, just a second before Adept. A tight lead for Ram.
Now we see Adept pulling ahead because of those better lines.
He's taking that little shortcut through the air there, a little safe. Is Adept gonna underheat? Oh, okay, he is timing it very well. It was this back half in lap 1 that Adept saw 2 crashes last time.
Looks like he's a bit better at it now.
Yeah, it's looking a lot cleaner. Oh, that's a death from Ram. Yeah, so that second lead has turned into a little bit of a deficit into lap 2. Oh, there's death from Adept. I don't know what got him there. A bit of pinballing, perhaps. Here it is, final
Catches
lap,
fire.
coast, overheating. Adept taking these winding curves more and more confidently each time.
Agree. Yeah, he's gotten better at the track with Neva on every lap.
Oh,
No!
right into that little wall there.
421.679 for xAdypt.
Yeah, I think it was one of the closer races so far, though. Especially that lap 1 lead for Ram.
435.863 for Neva. Match point for Adept.
All right, potentially final race. What is Ram gonna throw at Adept here?
Well, Adept said in chat, Neva's so darty. He is. Ben ban from, as we're seeing a Ben ban from Ram.
That's good. Get him off of Ben. Adept has done a lot of Botto stuff, though, so he's used to
Yes.
kind of random BS being thrown at him. Okay, we're seeing a lot of force points from Adept. He's temp banning Executioner for free, and then Fire Mountain Rally and the Gauntlet, each for 2 force points.
Oh, Howler good with rats.
Okay, yeah, Howler with rats. Ram says shooting himself in the foot with this pick.
Oh, man.
Apparently, I have a time here with 3:44. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. Only time I remember seeing Rat's Trail being used in tourney was King Bean Dip doing King Bean Dip versus Magius, where they started on Howard Gorge back in 2020, and he used the track favorite for the tower then. And Rats has a very gigantic pod, and he's a super tiny character.
He's he's what? How does Fozenbeed introduce him?
I don't know that one.
I think it's like this little scrapper doesn't know the
Little
meaning of the word
scrapper.
fear.
The little scrapper, I remember that. The little scrapper, Rats Terrell.
Mike. Oh, yeah, that ice. Oh, man.
love that Rat's Trail has terrible tracks, and yet he's track favorite on ice track.
I think the devs must have had a sense of irony when assigning the track favorites.
Oh yes, particularly on the Ice Gando Prime tracks and
like dud on
Malachar 100
100
especially.
Yeah.
Interestingly, is that Rat's Terrell and Bullseye Navar have the same boost thrust, so when fully upgraded, they max out the same top speed. But because Bullseye has one of the best acceleration and Rat's Terrell has the worst acceleration, tied with Vito, you almost never see him go faster than Bullseye because of how terrible his acceleration is.
Yeah, he takes a while to get going.
Yeah.
Especially no upgrades, I imagine.
Oh yeah. Super slow. For some reason, he brakes really fast despite that.
Okay, I believe this is our official start of Race 5, Rats Tyrell on Howler Gorge. See similar lines here for the opening. Both taking it safe on that ceiling that has claimed many lives.
Yep.
Depp taking it a little better though to that winding section. Oh, Ram just barely correcting his trajectory. Yeah, Adept likes, oh, both of these guys, like, slotting through there. Those ruins.
Intense shortcut.
Oh, Ram not even going for it?
That's gonna cost a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't think that's advisable. But if you're not comfortable with it, I guess it makes sense. Taking his jump short there. Yeah, we see just how much that not going for that tent shortcut really does. Adept with another clean tent entrance. And Ram? Oh, he's going for it. He makes it through, but not unscathed.
This crash is brought to you by the Reds Terrell Foundation.
Yeah, Rats Tyrell being the only fatality going to Eve Classic.
That we know of in the lore.
That we know of. Someone else could have, you know, secretly died but been replaced. Oh, Ram!
Oh, I saw that coming!
Yeah, very difficult to line it up there on that ice field. But yeah, I think that definitely seals it. Here comes Adept closing out
343.135.
race 5 and the match.
Brandon knocked into loser's bracket. xAdypt goes into the winner's semis.
That's right. He's facing Dwy Guy. GG's.
We bring them in for interviews. Hello?
Hello.
Here's our maestro.
One of these days I will record that, see what it sounds like.
You should check out the Crazy Bus main theme. That probably will come out sounding like that.
Unless you keep it to like a pentatonic scale or something. Like, do you? Or are
Not
they? I
really.
mean, you know the notes. All right. Hello, Adept. I think you're still muted on Discord. Or maybe he's just... Oh,
Here he goes.
Hey, sorry about that.
there we go. All right, GG's, guys. Nice match.
Hello.
How was that? How was that for you guys?
It was rough.
Yeah, it was rough, but I liked all of the weird picks. They were fun.
Yeah, I went with a lot of picks I like. I mean, Rats is possibly my favorite pod. So heck, let's do Howler Gorge with Rats.
Yeah,
I will say, Rats is hard to control, and I was not expecting to get the time that I got, especially with as many bonks. But yeah, that was a really good pick. I was expecting to die a few times. I think I just got lucky.
Yeah, honestly, I crashed 3 times in the second half of the last lap. Actually, I went for tent for some reason. I told myself I wasn't going to go for tent, and then I went for tent on lap 3.
well, I mean, on the second lap, we saw you lose a lot of time for not going 10th, so we were kind of rooting for you to do it. But then,
I assumed that xAdypt wasn't going for tent because it was just off meta of enough pick.
On Howler Gorge and Andover Mountain Run, the tent shortcut is a significant shortcut.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth dying over.
Yeah, I mean,
I felt like I needed to take it. I wasn't sure. I don't know. 10 is a few seconds faster.
I was taking practice, but then earlier today I was not getting consistent as it used to be, and so I was like, let's hold off on tent. I almost didn't even do the pick because I knew I wasn't going to go for tent.
Well, I think it was a phenomenal pick, sir. I had a lot of fun.
yeah, that Rats on Howler and the Bumpy on Bumpies, and of course Neva. On Peru Coast.
Dude, oh my gosh. That was rough. That was super rough. I finally feel like I got a hang of it on the third lap, kind of, but yeah, terrible.
Yeah, we saw you improving each lap. But actually, lap one, Ram had a second lead at the end of lap one.
Yeah, my lap
Wow.
one, I died like 3 times. It was disgusting.
Yeah, I felt like these picks were, because in my experience, Rats doesn't actually drive that much different than Ben, and Neva doesn't drive that much different than Bullseye, but they're just different enough to throw people off.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
chat was saying that like Ram was making good decisions, but yeah, just like need to clean up the lines and boost a lot more often.
Yeah, that was actually something right before I noticed. I hadn't noticed this before. I'm not sure if today's just a wonky day, but I can't get consistent frame rates in the game, which is worrisome when streaming. It didn't start happening to when streaming, so I might need to work around and test some things, because that's probably the reason I didn't go for tent and a few other things, because it felt so weird.
Gotcha. Yeah, on race one on bumpies, we were seeing what looked like a lot of like very loose traction, so it could be really impacting your gameplay there.
I mean, I don't want to blame it on the computer and the FPS, but I mean, this is a game you can blame things on FPS.
you can blame a lot of things on the game here.
That's so true. Yeah, I always minimize my stream. If I leave my stream open, I lag pretty badly. So I don't know if you're minimizing OBS.
Oh crap! That must have hit it.
Maybe that was
probably
it.
was it. Oh, that's feels great.
Yeah, if you just
That might
minimize
have
it.
just been that one thing that was throwing me off.
A completely avoidable issue. Adept, we saw you pause briefly on bumpies. Was that just like muscle memory?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a seizure or something. Yeah, also, I gotta just say, sorry about the 20-second delay on whichever track that was. I closed out of Discord and was trying to look up the TFPS because I've just had a terrible issue with adjusting coming from Xbox. Like, I still mess up, but I decided to just keep it on 30 after that happened.
You mean you don't have a massive spreadsheet with every possible configuration of TFPS and track pick?
Actually, I am. Well, it's not a spreadsheet because I'm a caveman, but I have a notepad thing on my phone, and I've been typing in the TFPS that I like.
There you go.
But I've only gotten like half of the tracks and the skips, and I haven't, like, some of them I haven't really practiced very much, like Baru Coast, for instance.
Yeah, I haven't gone there yet. Yeah, I noticed you temp banned Baru Coast first, and so I was getting worried that was just going to be a constant temp ban, because that was one of them I was planning on picking.
I was just throwing out random temp bans, to be honest, and then when we got to the last one, I was like, okay, what do I not want to race on? So I just banned 3 tracks in a row.
Yeah, I also threw in the Ben temp ban just to see if that would do anything to you, knowing that I was going to do Rats.
Oh yeah. Ben is definitely. I try to stick with him. I play Bullseye like a little bit, but Ben is my boy, and yeah, that messed me up a little bit, especially with Rats. Rats is just so ratty.
Yeah, minimizing OBS seems to have solved all that. Dang.
Oh. Well, at least you know for next time.
Yeah, no, for next time when I'm up against most likely DA Racer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Betting on DA Racer for that one.
Take a look, I think.
Yeah, and Adept going on to face Y Guy. I think that'll be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I saw the Y Guy's last match, and he looks like a formidable opponent for sure.
He's definitely been around a bit. I think since the 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah, the 20th anniversary 2019 tourney.
Yeah, first one.
Oh wow, so he's been doing it for 5 years. Okay, yeah, that's a little adds a little bit of the nerves to it.
Yeah, not trying to intimidate you with how long he's been playing, but I think it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, same.
Well, GG's guys, if is there anything else you guys wanted to mention?
Yeah, I was hoping to take at least one race. Looks like it didn't, but I was looking at the times, and honestly, I'm very happy with how I did. I mean, I know I did a clean loss, but for being a rookie and how I've only been back into this game for like a year, I'm very happy with how I did.
For sure, yeah. I think that's the best way to look at it. You have plenty of rookie potential.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't compare yourself to anybody but yourself, and you definitely showed today some improvement. I was watching the stream the whole time, so I saw everything you were doing pretty much, and it was I was worried on 2 of the tracks specifically, but yeah, GG's, well played.
That is a way to play, is to have your opponent up on stream.
I couldn't do that. I'd get too distracted. I mean, the countdown already will almost always make me crash.
All right, guys.
Well, yeah,
GG's. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Thanks to you guys for commentating. Fire as always. Thanks to the SpeedGaming staff, and GG's, like I said.
Yeah, and thank you to chat for sticking around. We'll see you guys in the next match, which is going to be
Bye-bye.
Paige versus Lilac. That's coming up Wednesday. So be sure to add that to your calendar. Join the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer Discord, and we'll see you guys then.
Dear everyone, good luck. May the force be with you.